Hi future millionaires, John here. This is an update on my progress for the month of May 2021 on my quest of going from debt to millionaire. It's been a very productive month in getting that little bit closer to the goal that we all share, financial freedom. The thing that we all want when we don't have it, a comfortable life where all of our bills are paid. I put out 4 videos. 3 of the 4 videos did meh. But that's not to say that the YouTube algorithm gods won't pick them up at some point in the future. Now, even though 3 of those 4 videos flopped, one of them is actually relatively for my channel doing extremely well. And that's a video where I interviewed multimillionaire James Sinclair. You can check out that video right here. That interview video, combined with my other video about my old gambling addiction, are absolutely carrying the channel at the moment. And last month ended up being my best ever month on YouTube in terms of watch time, by quite a long way. The channel got more watch time in the last month than it got in all the other 6 months before that combined. So thank you so much to you guys for just watching the videos and for supporting the channel, and for always remembering to smash the like button. So we've got some momentum going on the channel, but the channel isn't quite big enough yet to become monetized. You need 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers, and so far the channel's got about 250 watch hours and around 130 subscribers. We've still got quite a bit of the way to go. Nonetheless, I'm absolutely loving making these videos for you guys, so they're going to keep coming. That interview video with James Sinclair, by the way, was my first ever proper collab with another YouTuber. He's worth about $30 million. I learned a lot from what he had to say. In the last month, other than YouTube, I've made big progress with my mysterious tech startup that, well, I'm not really allowed to speak any of the details of it, and you know how it is, new tech startup shrouded in secrecy. Let's just call it Project Millionaire going forward, just so I don't have to keep saying the tech startup. So with Project Millionaire, right, we made a big step forward this month. What we're building is finance and economics related, and this month, to help us build the platform that we're building, we managed to get an actual university professor of economics on board on the team. So he's committed a minimum of 1 day of work a week to help us just push the business forward in exchange just for shares. So that's huge. So he's come on board as our CFO, our Chief Financial Officer, and he has over 300 students there where he teaches economics to them. Other than getting him on board, I've been putting my computer science degree to work in the past month by developing the minimum viable product of the platform that we're actually going to be releasing to users for the first time in just a few weeks from now. So that's something else that's huge. And it gets better, right? Because you know how I said that the economics professor has over 300 students at the university that I went to? Well, he's going to promote the platform to them, tell them all to just start using it. Through him, we've got instant access to potentially hundreds of users to stress test the platform and to get feedback on it. Moving on from what I've been working on in the last month, let's move on to my financial progress. Putting a lot of time and effort, basically all of my time and effort, into an unmonetized YouTube channel and into an unfunded tech startup doesn't pay very well. No surprises there. My total income from those 2 ventures so far is a grand total of 0. And to be honest, there's absolutely no guarantees that I'll ever make money from either of them. This could all be time down the drain and years lost that I could have spent working as a software developer employee earning a decent salary. But that's not the life for me, and I don't believe this is time down the drain at all. I actually believe 100% that building an engaged audience, like I'm doing here on YouTube, is one of the best things that anyone can do for themselves. Because, right, if a creator manages to build up an audience of, say, 100,000 people, it'll take a few years, but let's say they built up an audience and that audience absolutely loves what the creator does, they're willing to give that creator just $1 through one way or another. Let's say they buy a course or some merch or an ebook, or they donate to them by Patreon, whatever. Right off the bat there, the creator has made $100,000 a year. So if the audience is each willing to chip in $1 a year, through some means, the creator has $100,000 a year. And let's say the creator figures out a way to make that $10 per member of their audience, then that's $1 million a year. That's absolutely crazy. And you can see how that scales if they manage to get it above $10, or if they increase the audience from, say, 100,000 people to 1 million people. Similarly, with my tech startup Project Millionaire, I 100% believe that that is the way to go. Like with a YouTube channel, a tech company with a digital product can impact an unlimited number of people at the same time. There's a very, very high cap on how much money a tech company with a digital product can make. The reason I'm saying all this is because even though I'm not earning any money yet from the YouTube channel or from Project Millionaire, I believe that the money is going to come. And in the meantime, I've completely cut down my expenses. I'm no longer living in an apartment with my girlfriend where we were splitting the rent 50-50 and the bills 50-50. I've moved back in with my parents. Here I'm not paying rent, I'm not paying utilities, I'm also not paying for food. I realize that I'm very lucky to have my parents to fall back on in this way, but I'd also be a fool to not take advantage of the option that's there for me. So yeah, I've slashed my outgoings. The only real outgoings that I have now are a tiny bit of discretionary spending, and I'm just servicing the minimum payments on my debts. Moving on to investments. How did my investments do in the last month? Most of my money is invested in individual stocks, about $7,000 worth, and that is invested in Tesla, AMD, Nvidia, Apple, Netflix, the Hut Group, Corsair, and Wetherspoons, which is a British pub chain. Included in that $7,000, there's about $2,000, which is in the Vanguard S&P 500 index. If you want to start investing in stocks yourself, I've got some links down in the description. One of them, you can actually get a free stock, and the free stock could be worth all the way up to a lot of money. It's pretty much free money, and there's no risk, there's no reason not to do it, so go ahead and sign up and get that free stock. Moving on to cryptocurrency. So up until this month, I owned Bitcoin and little Doge, but this month I sold it all. I bought most of it about 6 months ago, and I sold it all this month when the price was more than triple what it was when I bought it. I just feel like the prices at the moment are way higher than they should be, and that frankly, my opinion is the whole crypto market is just a big bubble. I won't go into more detail on why I think that, but I took my profits while they were there, and I actually took some of those profits and I actually bought a new microphone just to increase the production quality, the quality of the videos for you guys on this channel, because I feel like paying down a little bit of my massive amount of debt is just a drop in the bucket, whereas the long-term return that I'll get from having a better microphone, from having better audio on the channel, will just be much greater. For those of you interested, I bought the Rode NTG5, quite expensive, but audio equipment doesn't go out of date, so I felt comfortable making an investment of this size into some equipment this early on. Really quickly before we finish, let's just look at my net worth, which is my total assets minus my debts. What is that looking like in May 2021? Right, brace yourself for this. So we've got $18,000 worth of assets, which is basically just my stocks and my car, and then debts. Oh, the debts, right, are $118,000, and that consists of student loans, a personal loan, and also family loans. We really need to get this YouTube channel off the ground, guys, so like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, get your free stock down in the description. So that puts my net worth at, well, minus $100,000. When we do get funding for Project Millionaire, I'll start getting a small salary from that, so I'll be able to start chipping away at that debt. And also, when the YouTube channel becomes monetized, equally be able to start chipping more away at that debt. So there we have it. That's all my progress for the month of May in 2021. I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. This is Debt to Millionaire. Make it happen.